Hey everybody, it's Nick from Hawk Pro Detailing, Heber City, Utah. Awkwardly sitting next to a door jamb, trying to get everything in frame. I want to tell you about how to properly clean door jambs here. It's annoying, it's not really sexy, but it is part of detailing a vehicle well. In today's video, I'm going to use a steamer and an air compressor. I'm also going to use a degreaser and a rinseless wash solution. I'm going to show you how I rapidly and effectively clean door jambs. This is for effective mobile detailing, professional detailing, and if you love to geek out on equipment, this would work on your own vehicles as well. These door jambs really aren't bad. I've actually coated these with a professional coating so they're easy to clean, but I want you to just follow along the process here as I go through, just to give you a sense of, yeah, these are dirty enough. Maybe it's a maintenance vehicle that you're wanting to dial in for a customer. And so in this case, you really just want to make sure you're doing the right thing by these door jambs. Could I get away with probably some O&R and a rag on these door jambs? You know, I think I really could. They're not too bad, although that looks pretty dirty to me. I'm just gonna go through my process. You know, there's something incredibly annoying about using an air compressor, and yet, once you have it set up, it's the most amazing thing ever. So, this is how I typically take my air compressor in and out of my truck. Just like that. It's really not that big of a deal. I hear people say, well, air as a mobile guy, it's not possible. How hard was that? What I will do is I'll hook it up to my generator because I have the steamer going right now, heating up, and I like to run a compressor with the generator so I'm not tripping any breakers in people's homes. After that, you get a little creative, right? You're like, how much more juice do I want to run from my air compressor or from my generator if it's already powering the compressor? You know, sometimes I'll power off the air compressor or the steamer depending, but I like to get that steamer just cranking and going, and I like to leave it be. The compressor is a little bit more fluid, but really once the weather's nice and this thing likes to operate in the warm weather, nothing beats air. Air is life. I've done a video about how having an air compressor is just amazing for mobile detailing. But yeah, I'm gonna get my my rinseless wash here. Optimum no rinse, just diluted 256:1. And then this is, you know, your standard all-purpose cleaner or degreaser. You can really go as heavy as you want with the degreaser here. The degreaser is gonna do a lot of the work on these door jambs. And so I would say, if you wanna use it straight, I'm not gonna hold it against you. I don't know what degreaser you're using, Super Clean, Power Clean, F-Bomb from American Detailer Garage, you know, Meguiar's APC, Super Degreaser. I sometimes flirt with a straight 1-to-1, like a heavy dilution in your degreaser bottle, because really, you're needing that degreaser to do a lot of work on the panel for you. The steamer's gonna do a great job of working with your chemical, and then the air compressor is going to do a great job of getting all that crap out of there. You wipe it down and you say, see you later, moving on. Start it here. Run. Plug in the air compressor. All right, so that's gonna get going. Steamer's ready to rock and roll, so I'm just gonna start to get the degreaser working on the panel. Now, we are in direct sunlight, so I would maybe work bigger areas than this. But for now, I'm just gonna get that degreaser working on the panel. If I'm in a cold garage with no sun, I may let that dwell for a while. Because I'm in the sun, it's a coated door jamb, I think it's gonna clean up pretty easy. So I'll come in here with my steamer now. And sometimes this does a great job cleaning but leaves residue behind. What we're trying to do with this process is two-step it. So this is my rotary buffer, my intense first step. It's not gonna be adequate for all paints, especially on a black paint. You'd probably still see degreaser streaks on there. What I'm gonna do next is take my Optimum No Rinse, and I basically am using this solution just so that that polymer leaves behind that nice, slick finish. Just for grins, I don't know, I'll grab a different towel. And then I'm just blowing everything out. And the Optimum No Rinse is safe for every panel, for windows, so I'm not worried where it goes as I spray it off. I'm just more concerned with Let's clean the panel, then let's give it a nice sheen. You could even step it up a notch from here and throw some bead maker, Optimum Hyper Seal, Opti Seal, Meguiar's Express Spray Wax. In fact, I've been off the spray wax for a while, but this is literally my favorite thing to use with Meguiar's Spray Wax, because you're like, you know what, I don't want to give you the world. It's a door jamb. Well, guess what? Express Spray Wax doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a nice final sheen. If it's good enough for volume dealership work, it's definitely good enough for your retail clients' door jams. And right there, I guess in 3 steps, you've got about as dialed in as I could get the door jam. Now I can study every little nook and cranny, but for the purposes of this video, that is slick, that is awesome. I'm just gonna keep moving on. Let's hit this one with some degreaser. I'm gonna let it hit that panel. And I'm just doing what you can see in the on the camera today. You know, sometimes if I feel extra creative, oops, if I feel extra creative and artsy that day, you know, if I'm just in the mood for it, I don't mind sudsing it up with a brush. You know, agitation's always good. I've done another video where I use Ferrex or Iron X as my final step, because sometimes you have embedded contaminants on here. That's when you spray Meguiar's wheel remover, triple cleaning foam from Eagle One, Iron X, Ferrex, Meguiar's Decon, the stuff that turns things purple. I'm gonna go deal with that air compressor. I'll be right back. But yeah, like as another cleaning step, if I need to take it past the steam, you always have iron removers. I just let those spray on and dwell. I mean, you could play it after that, but it's gonna be really rare where you're gonna need to go that deep. But you can treat this like paint, right? This is my degreaser prep, right? I'm just trying to remove as much crap from the surface as I can. There's still going to be some residue left over, so it's not just superficial. Like, there's still going to be grease and stuff. So I'm almost using this ONR. I may flip it all the way to the right and have a really like straight pattern. I'm almost using this as a steamer. I'm trying to flush all that degreaser out of there. The reason I'm able to do that so confidently and so copiously is because I'm going to follow up with a towel and compressed air, which is amazing. Like, this video might seem extra long, but once you dial this process in, it's easy peasy. It's just like degreaser, steam, ONR. What I'm saying is you don't need like the spray wax step at the end. I actually don't do that very often. But I'm just showing you like, I'm just showing you everything that's possible, you know? As we get up closer, I don't know if the sun is doing these justice. And don't look at the plastic, that's a beat up work truck, you guys. I just have to admit that, but these are just regular door jams. They never get cleaned. I don't baby these at all. But that looks pretty nice. I mean, you're obviously gonna do your final wipe down, but now when you look at those door jams, that's part of what could be a very dialed in vehicle. Hopes that helps you guys. I have the world's oldest, nastiest, whatever air compressor. Somehow, I mean, this thing, I don't want to touch that, but this is like unbolted. Somehow this thing keeps taking care of me. The switch is off, the lettering's off, you know, it's peeling off here, and yet it takes care of me. Compressed air is your best friend as a detailer, and this is how I use it along with steam to deliver on door jams. Thanks, guys.